Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. And I knew that, and I did it anyhow. Because it seemed so safe. I thought you can't go wrong with property. Big, big mistake.
This is what I do. I sit around and crochet. My legs were getting bad from being on that concrete floor all those years at the hospital. And then after I went to McDonald's, I still had to stand on the concrete floor. So I finally had to have surgery on my one leg. But now I've got to have it on the other leg, so I suppose I'll never be able to work again, you know. My friends told me about West Haven, and I saw their papers where they'd been getting money from West Haven, and I thought, well, gee, that'll help me a little bit.
This is my toy. This is what I live for. My best friend Judy told me, hey, Dad, I saw this company is offering 12% interest on the money. And I thought, boy, that's exactly what I want. Oh, pretty boy. I don't know what questions to ask him or that. So the question I asked him, I said, do you go to church on Sunday? And he thought about it. He says, yes, I do. So I handed him a $38,000 check just on that question, really.
A lot of people do the right thing all of their lives. They save up a nice nest egg for their family. They work. They save up for retirement. And then, unfortunately, some of them trust someone like John Ulmer with their life savings.
They had a very good pitch. What West Haven would do, they would buy rundown homes, fix them up, sell them at a profit, all the while paying this 10% interest. So the pitch that they marketed to everyone in the community was, not only will you be getting rich, but you'll be making the city better.
Ponzi schemes, in the beginning, some of those people do get paid out. They recoup their investment plus an incredibly high rate of interest so that they can be used basically to solicit other investors as part of the scheme.
Every investor got an interest check. They never missed an interest payment until they were shut down. There were no complaints. There was never any great outcry because they were always getting their checks. So they thought, how can this be bad? How can anything go wrong?
These men basically robbed Peter to pay Paul. The West Haven Group promised real estate investments and in many cases didn't buy property with the money collected.
A complaint was made to the Ohio Division of Securities. It had come to the point where the Ohio Division of Securities suspended their right and then ultimately terminated their right to issue securities in Ohio.
We try to do a good job here at the Division of Securities to say, please call the division. When you're dealing with investments, make sure that the people you're dealing with are licensed with the state. Unfortunately, he was not a good person.
West Haven founder John Ulmer was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
I cannot imagine the pain and suffering that I've caused to the families, to my family, and to the investors.
Standing at the end of the day, there were $0 in the checking and savings account. There were properties. There were, I think, over 200 properties in blighted, depressed areas in northwestern Ohio. Those were really the assets that were left. No money.
It brings tears to my eyes. I don't know how he could go to sleep at night, taking the money away from us older people like he did. I guess he just don't have no conscience, no heart, or nothing.
I have probably 30,000 or something left of that. When it's gone, that's when the boat goes up for sale, the camper goes up for sale, and it's going to affect me real bad here probably in, say, 4 or 5 years.
I still receive phone calls from investors wondering if there's anything that can be done in terms of getting their money back. And sadly, I have to tell them that I've pretty much done everything I can do.
Be very careful when you have that charismatic guy selling you the deal of a lifetime. It could be the worst thing that ever happened to you.